1 2 1 2. Mike 1 2 1 2.
Really, just been hanging out since Bud's Creek. I've been, back in Florida and just hanging out, having a great summer. Really, to be honest with you, just kind of got not sick, just kind of been dealing with some health things kind of after that. So really haven't been doing a lot. Been hanging out at my house and just trying to get strong and healthy again. Haven't been riding the bike a whole lot, so it's good and bad. I feel motivated and excited to be back on the bike, but it's we've got a Supercross race coming up at the Supermoto, and I haven't spent a whole lot of time on the bike. Yeah, doing both events, and it's gonna be hectic, but it's gonna be fun, man. The Supermoto is fun, and being in the X Games for the last 3 years, I think, and have Supercross, it's gonna be awesome. So, well done, Sid. Just change the scenery and different bunch of people, and have some fun with it. Yeah, I mean, there's some things that is changing this year's bike, and in the past it's just always kind of been a last minute thing, and this year we tried to do it real good and put a good effort in, but I haven't been able to ride, so these guys have been ready, but I haven't. So we're just out here today at Montana and having a little fun, get used to the bike again, and Supermoto is just all about trusting the front end. It's just that's about it. We got some changes, and it's doing good. Right after X Games, Monday morning I fly to Colorado. I'm doing a thing for Parts Unlimited on a ride day, and then Friday night I fly back to Australia and have a 2-day test. So super excited to go back there for a couple of weeks, and just bought a house back there and haven't moved my furniture. So I go back there, I'll do the car test, my wife will move the stuff in, and hopefully I'll come home and everything will be good to go. And it'll be like home away from home, and I'm only there for 2 weeks, and then I got to come back and get ready for Motocross the Nations and put Australia up in front. That's good, I mean, I went to Bud's to basically see the track and see where we were at with the bike setup, and to go get basically get on the podium, whether it was get a win or whatever. But I knew realistically I hadn't been riding, and I really wasn't in no shape to go and pull out the win, but I knew I could get on the podium. It's racing, nothing changes, and these guys are trying hard, but when you know where you're meant to be, you end up being there, and I was super happy to go there, get on a podium, and the rest of the summer's been great. A lot of people kind of have mixed feelings whether it's good or it's bad or it's ugly or whatever, but I wouldn't change it for the world. I've had a great time away from it and feel motivated, and even the thought of racing again is a fun thing. And at times I feel, man, I wish I was out there, and then talk to my buddies or watch the race on TV, and man, it looks like so I didn't even care to be out there, to be honest with you.
And every road becomes a thrill because it can be.
Yeah, I'm totally motivated. Like I said, I'd like to be have been riding a bike a lot more. Basically, I probably ride more outdoor than I have Supercross, to be honest with you. I don't know why. Just being back in Florida, I got a bunch of guys, GL and Jason Thomas, Andrew McFarlane, all those guys have been back there staying, and on the odd day I'll come out and bust out the helmet and boot and go for a ride with those guys. And it's still the same. I can still go out there and run the pace, so it's good to know. I think Motocross the Nations is going to be great. I think Bud's Creek's going to change a lot after Ricky being so vocal about it, and I think it can be hit and miss track-wise. I think they can overdo it, or they can hit it on the head. Let's hope they hit it on the head. And for me, I'm just super excited. I haven't raced and represented the green and gold for Australia since 2001, and that year I won a moto, and we were just unfortunate that Michael Byrne crashed and broke his wrist. Otherwise, I feel that we could have been on the podium that year. So Australia's never been there. I think best result right now is 4th, and that was a long time ago. Not even in my era. So man, we got to get out there and put these guys on top and do the best I can. I'm going to do a lot of riding. We got the 08 bike, which is a blessing in disguise. And